Man, why is this guy's taking so long? But because I can go with anyone if you want in the boat. Excuse me, guys. Can we go now with anyone? Hold on. What to check in the time cause of that? But I could go with anyone if you want in the public. Aha! We could go to the boat in the public with anyone. The Tessie is here. Public bulletin with anyone over here. The cuss is going to be every minute. is finally lived because I don't know something. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ravi, to do that. Alright, it's here. It started begin having over here. But let me not to do it going to happen. That's really he says. But also, it ain't happening for a while because of that, which means if we talk about sometimes it may be better. So, anytime make sure he's sick. Anytime. So let's go about some public about because it get it late. Understood? What's up, all of you? How is it doing because of that? Good night, Brad here. So anytime, because the most obvious ever seen before, we have operator. It starts with the half. It doesn't even make no sense in this time because of that. Also, there's nothing about it, but there's nothing to talk about. It's a kind of function of 1,000 years. In the 1,000 years, the 1,000 years is still wrong. And because almost beat it today, but not behind. But also things as a GPS. Is we have a GPS on the taxi, but not enough this time because and you know more. And today, let me explain in the public. The boat. We had to arrive to because of out to the almost the time in the almost the beach. And from today is almost in the grade and the color. It was in the grades the color right here before the number belonged to me. And gray, you're just almost your favorite color. And I think we survive from today with each other. But also thinks it's not immediately sometimes. So be careful. But it's just you're going to be time to make sure of it. Also, you're going something on the beach. All of you, you're going. And then, is it the GPS is from today. But it's not a factor out. But I don't know if it did another chance. But also things that we'll find out. But anytime, it's not a notice. But I also think it's in the front a few moments in the plan. And if it's something in the plan, the cars can have all the time. But I never seen I have it to over people. But also thinks it's not over people. I will get move on because of us. Anyone is here. And because it's from today, it's not ever seen a like a kind of before. But also, it's not the it's not the great beaches here, but just as nothing something else. But let me know that from today that's a 24/7. It's good at GPS as well. And from today we have not too much. I've never been jealous before. But let me know from today that for a while, because of that, it also thinks from today it's not going to happen all the time, but you don't need 100,000 fortune and 100,000 fortune in water. And if water, it's something think about it, the drink of water, and no more and think about it. But it's not a figure out, it's going to be 100,000 myriad buckets. And happening from today almost never seen. But is it going to 100,000 bucket on the great breach? It's going to water and more. And never forget. Also, never forget about water, but don't forget about water. So, all day run from today. And more. And anytime, if from today doesn't belong, anytime anyone belongs to the great beach for sure. Also, make sure this time, even the popular boat is here. The popular boat is here. And this pickup truck for this one. Anytime today is good 60-41. And also things never jealous. But there was something getting from today. Anyone will never get jealous. Anything from today that doesn't mean belong. But but I haven't any time because it's not going to be clear. But I was almost 24/7 and 24/7. Let me know Durple As Herself. I think the reason why this be waiting for, this be you waiting. I never get jealous on you because almost today to have a show to that. At this time, because I must take care of herself. Here is a creating something characters and you know more. But here's just something anyone evolution and about the beach or something. And me, Francis, Yambo, Bam, Noah, Owen, Johnsfuture, and Minions, Kitten, King 2, Oren, Raddy, Clukr, Funbot, Vineria, Brud, Garnold, Owakcx, Sky, and the Mr. Sun, and Durple, Mystery, Simon, Tunner, Mr. Funky Peter, Wenda, Pinki, Johnsfuture, and think a reason why it's going to happen. But just let me know in the codings and the bonus, and you know more. But it is Santy, Tseh, Ghast Visual, Ari, Sprunki, Sprunki, Funbot, Damian, Manczak, so much more. Hey, you don't have to never forget something, but let me know. And they never get jealous because of that. And you know more. And mostly about this one, Yambo. I haven't never freaked that out. But I just did something yet, but I never take it wrong. But I have fun today. So, you know, this time because I'm not going to think about it jealous. And you know more from today. Those things is going on. But let me know. But don't be ashamed. But it's never going to happen when you never get jealous. But also things never going to be happened. And it's done. It's not even devotion the character. And you haven't any more because of that. But also things is going on here or something. It's going to definitely this time and a few more. And you know more I never forget. So I got you something. And you know more from today. And you know it's got me time because of that. And because of you having something, you're going to the Great Beach too because of that. We'll never get jealous, but it's because of that. But those things, and you know more because of that. And you know more because of that. But never something gets something. I will get something to kick, waking it right back. But also things in this time from today. But I had to freak that out because I'm not going to feel warm. But just cause of that, don't be ashamed. Hey, you know more than never forget or something. But also things, and you know more than never forget. But also things is going to be very good at the same thing. I'll be well. But it's just sometimes in front today. Don't freak it out because it's going on here. But also things I've never seen before. But let me check ourselves in the map. Also tell me where you're going. If you're going to something, that is a plan and some time. Understood? Right then? Wow, a great beach, I think. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before. Alright anyone, this is great beach because every time make sure of it. At this time, every time I feel warm, let me know to do it and do something for a while. But you know, it does not cut it too much. But also, it doesn't beat you over with or try the best. But I'm not kind of surprised. But also, in this last, every time feel good. Every time this time cause of that, which means every time in the complete other reasons. But this way, in front today as possible, which means on any time and as possible, which means about it. But also, that is not last time cause of that. His be positive, don't be kind of disappointed. But also, there's nothing to talk about, and as a jealous, don't ask him that, it never going to happen. But also, every time the point, and that's not going anywhere cause of that. His be positive is not too much before, cutting means that reason why, because it's not a big deal. And at this time you will move today. And sometimes don't move on, anytime today we each other. I think a reason why, let's give it a try. Anytime from today, don't give an reputation of herself. That's why they tell the truth. Anytime today the from, which means, but Amma will be broken. And then something the rest of tomorrow. Because we're all day wrong, but at least they're coming from to each other. But it's not coming from. Don't be jealous of it. But it has its from today. Forever asking, got everyone what to do. But looks like it's never going to be happen. But don't freak it out. Don't be too one front today. Which means, if you told the reason why, and the front today, the front was, but was, I know, but it's talk about. Which means that to talk about, which means our reason why. But also thinks, it's going on here, it's happening from today, but don't ask him, And it's never got freaked out, but also things I haven't ever seen before. But, I mean to do it, but Amma will be in the never seen before, and single day, but having the two parts in the version. In two parts, a matter of fact, if something is not going to happen, but don't lie to me, and we're going to happen anyway, like said so. But don't be confused, we have a 24/7, and if it's going to happen, it never gets something, but then they're coming from. But sometimes, in today you don't jealous, because his be wrong time, don't be disappointed. But from today there was, but be over with and try the best, every single for the single. But single day, but then some going down there, and then almost to 26 and the 55. It's going to happen with us. And you don't need to over with, but to try the best cause of it. But it's happening. Repeat ourselves, repeat after myself. Repeat after you. Anyone, because it's from today, but they never got freaked out almost. And today does not seem to be behind me the most thing that we move each other. But that the from today, the bigger reason why it's not going to be coming from and then move on and going to happening. And it's in the coming from today. But it is not going to happen. But it's just any time in today. Somehow, in Freedomaden and hero characters and the two taxis and the part and sometimes. But the name it was, but I didn't know it coming from today, but then never be jealous. What are you talking about? But yeah, it's coming from today. Yeah, I also think it's complete ideas, but it doesn't make no sense. Any problem, cause about it from today, which means I'm gonna talk about and no more. And because it's from today, never forget. Sometimes it's from today the most behind, but in the most around. And because it's never be behind, it's not going to be happened. But when the heaven was, but it's not be doing with that try the best, we never get surprised every time from today. Just every time, but you never freaked it out, but also thinks about complete ideas. And also, it is not the ideas, so when it coming from, which means that about it. So, that this time in the was, every time that today there was one, but because I swear to God, every but sometimes from today, it could be swear to God, there's not something else, and sometimes from today, it's never going to happen in the future. At this time, it almost behind. So, at this time in the Muster 30 on the put on music, and because it's from today, you'll be jealous. It's going to and never going to be happened. But you know maybe that something was, but I didn't know, but because of that, it's every time and because of other people. But you know that every time from today we cover, and also things and happening from anytime it was. But it never be before. But just sometimes, but I'm a will and sometimes dividing it or something. I'm a will divide the bracket and middle Simon in various characters. It divided. So you know more for that. But also things from today is correction. Even something correction. And also things was completely ideas at 24/7. How's matter of fact or something we're talking about, but it happens sometimes I will get move on. And sometimes not too much. Wait, I gotta sunglasses off. Anytime not too much for that. The sun's going down there. I totally leave for data, but I didn't know this by. But I didn't know when every time in the was. Alright. Just repeat me after you. Anyone. And sometimes today was a while. And never asking. And from today and it was. Every time you something rest, you have a great choice from you. Great choice. Every time for today we travel and it was. Every time you know. But let me show you. I have a check something. And before all day wrong, is it? Is it from today? Don't be jealous. It's sometimes the today it was, but it was talked about, which means otherwise begin with. And you know it having to begin with. And sometimes the from today, you'll ask me. Don't be issue. And this time the from today it was. Sometimes good, and you know more and never forget. Sometimes the from today there was. But also things, something rested from today. But also things, but you know there was every time other people. If something over anyone was, sometimes doesn't be too over with and it surprise you. But also things, and starting to happen in the check. I talk about we survive is, and begin with the last. We got everyone from today. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. And from today, let me know to do it and I'll never freak that out. Or could be understand. But you know that from today was, could be understand. Sometimes, will be literally, it's not too much. I would get something over the blood, never surprise. Because it's going to be before. It doesn't even make no sense. It's not a problem. I would get something from today, and it's not going to be happen. I would get rushed out. Anytime, and it was because it's from today. Don't be behind because of that. And sometimes I would get move on, almost behind is it. It doesn't mean to do that, but I'm alone with the sunglasses off. And today there wasn't never seen before. And no one freaked it out it was. And before they have each other, it's going to everything about it. And all else, it's not even going to happen. That's okay. Don't lie to me. As a matter of fact or something. Every more because of it. Which means talking about, we got it. Other reason why, because we could just sometimes and we move on and never give more, and sometimes. If we move on, and today there was put on music and enjoy. I have no idea we have a choice. We have to do the choice for that. We have a complete no choice and they have a display for Vegeta. But I know Vegeta that this was criticism. But let me know. Just the YouTube community posters gotta handle hate criticism in every month. But also, this time, it doesn't feel more to Vegeta to lie to me because of that. But also, because we have no choice. Maybe more, and because what have a choice of talking about? But also the one idea doesn't tell the truth. But at least if there was something in the lost, they don't have nothing to do with the right of herself. That's not true to my reason why. But also, there's nothing going to be happening. We have some other reason why. If it started to begin with, don't ask. We have from now on. Maybe we have operator and start every more because of that. Ultimate. Don't be such a disappointment. And you know, but I became evil villain because I said so. Because I said so. The cause of I has been ultimate. It's the same thing. I'll be fine. I'll be fine online because she fights me and defeat me and the fall off the cliff and drop off. Because it's going to be so much. What makes she do this doing to try the best? That's not fair to begin off. That's not to begin with. Jesus Christ, what is a 24/7 job? And because it's not it become. And it's going to break this criticism. I know because I'm a hypocrite. She thinks I'm a hypocrite. But no, that's not fair this time. There's something calling me. But I know what to do. They keep telling me all something what to do. But it's too violent for that. But also there was nothing after all. And you know more. Never forget something was. But I know. His being only here the just 24 whole version. But just doesn't hold a version of just 25 in the movie. We have a complete other reason why. It doesn't even make no sense. Every reason why. Also, there's nothing going to betray this. But also things was. Let me do it for herself. It never going to be happen. But never mind. I don't get in trouble. But Amma, you gotta recreate this.